This meeting is being recorded.
Okay, Bliss family gathering, take two. So Tracy and a bunch of the directors are on their way back from their retreat that they had this weekend, except for I see Jennifer's on here. Hey, Jen. She didn't have as far to go as they did, maybe. And she asked a few of us to kind of talk about what we're doing this catalog season, the beginning of this catalog season, to get that information out to our customers. So I was just going through, I was going first. I just do my regular old monthly mail that I normally do. So I started out I'm sorry if you're hearing this again, but I started out with a colorful envelope. I always use a colorful one because I don't want it getting lost in the shuffle of the white bills and junk mail. So I always, and it's March. I'm not an extra person, but I do try to color coordinate. So it's March, so we're doing green. And then I include a product list. And we talked about this, but usually I put my my little sticker with my info right down here. There is a QR code on there. It's really tiny, but you know what? You can scan it and it does work. I tried. So I put it there, but on this time, the product list, there's a big old space on the back for one. So I put another one back there. And then if you use Canva and you are not a crafty or creative person, then the Canva Boss Babes Facebook page is, I mean, it's just life, because that's where I get everything. So this one, I found somebody made a newsletter and I made it my own, and it's got all the great stuff on there that everybody's going to need. I changed the QR codes to mine and my contact info. And then I just I changed the name of it because this is my name. This is not her team name. And so I just changed it to make it a little bit more me. And then that's going in there. I also got this in there. This is a little sheet of paper that talks about the join special this month. So that's going in my mailing. I am not sending full-size catalogs unless they have ordered for me in the past couple months or they have specifically requested. I've already had one person specifically ask me, can I have a brand new catalog? And so yes, she can, but I'm also sending this, which says, I'd love to send you a brand new full-size catalog. Place any order directly through me, not my website, and a catalog will be added to your order at no cost to you. Because I can add it for $1 and then it will go with their order, ships directly to them. So that's going in there. I also have some Scentsy Club info that I'm going to put in there. This I found on there. I'm trying to figure out a way to get it printed 3 per page, because when I send it to print, I can only get 2 per page, which is too big, or 4 per page, which is too small. And I want it like this size, but I can't. And so I taped it and then I printed it. It's about the Easter collection. But when I did it this way, the lines came through right here from and I don't like that. So I'm trying to figure out a way. I don't know how to do it, but I'm trying to figure out a way to make it 3 per page. So anyway, that's going. This is about the Easter collection. That doesn't really matter, but this is about the Easter collection. So they have some information on that. And then, now this I did make from scratch and I'm pretty proud of myself. So I made stickers on Canva, and this is going on the outside of the envelope, and it just says new catalog season, spring, summer 2023, all the way around. It says spring, summer 2023. And then I found, and I print this on full-size sticker paper. I don't even jack around with different sizes. It's too much stress. I don't have time for that. So I printed these out on full-size sticker paper. It was like 16 per page. And then I bought these really fun hole punches, and this one is big. And then I just punched it straight out of there. Because normally I would have just cut it, and I didn't want it a square. I wanted it a circle. So I found the circle hole punch and I just cut it right out of my And so that's gonna go, I think I might put that on the, I don't know. I haven't decided if I'm putting it on the back or if I'm putting it on the front. I don't know, but that's gonna go on the outside of the envelope. So they know new catalog season. And I also made all of my return address labels. This is my PWS website QR code. So it goes on my address labels. So if anybody sees it and they're like, and it's got the, Scentsy logo on it right there too. So whoever comes in contact with this knows that this is for Scentsy and they can scan that. I don't know if anybody ever takes the time to do that, but that's there and available. That's it. That's what I'm doing. The end.
Thanks, Carrie. I'll go ahead and go. I don't have props like Carrie has. I have plans. So normally for whenever there's a new catalog season, I will order catalogs, testers, product lists, product training guide, and the new release scents. Just haven't had a chance to get them yet. Waiting for finances to fall into the right lane. And that's okay. You can wait. It doesn't all have to happen, the very first of the month if you can't make it happen. I try to do things a little bit more digitally as far as not sending stuff out through the mail. I've created a customer newsletter using Project Broadcast landing pages, and I'll share that. I'll share my newsletter, and then I also have a template if anybody wants that for Project Broadcast. But I send a monthly newsletter to my customers through text message. And so obviously that has all the new catalog information on there and any other specials that are happening for March. When I have the new release smells, I will do a live video of a first reaction video. Sometimes I try to get my husband with me. So we sit together at the table and we take turns smelling the new smells and share what we think about them. And then my kids have decided that they need to do the same thing. So they will do their reaction video, and it's actually really awesome. Everybody really enjoys it. They tend to love my family more than me. So that's cool. I will also send out the product list to my best customers from the last 6 months or so from the last catalog season, just the ones that are consistent with ordering, not all the time. And then what else do I do? Oh, I always have a new catalog launch party. So whether it's on Facebook or in person, this time I'm actually going to do an in-person party at the end of the month. And that way I can have time to get the product and show it off, the testers and the catalogs, and let them actually hold the smells in their hands. So I don't do quite as much as Carrie. I'm not doing all the mail outs because the mail outs were stressing me out and costing way too much postage. So I've tried to move to digital as much as possible. So that's all I do to launch the new month. It's not much, but it doesn't take much to launch a new catalog season. So
I did want to mention, and I posted this in the chat, but for those watching the recording, everything I put in the envelope is flat and it costs 1 stamp. If it costs more than 1 stamp, I'm not sending it. So everything is flat. It's not bulky. It cost me 1 stamp to send it. And I go to USPS.com and I buy cute stamps.
of course you do.
I do. Like last month I had these, they were puppies and kittens and they had little hearts on them for Valentine's Day. So yeah. And so I try to get cute ones and not just American flags that you can buy at Hy-Vee. So
where did you say you go to get that?
USPS.com, the post office website, postal USPS.
Oh, and they send them to you? How does it work?
Yeah, you go on there, you order them. I order the forever stamps so that way if I, but I just drill down into the forever stamps and it shows me all the ones that they have available. I choose the ones I want. They send it to you. They don't charge you any shipping because it's the mail. So
Right.
you just buy the stamps and they send them to you.
How long does it take to get them?
Generally less than a week. It takes me to get them.
Okay, great, thank
Yeah.
you.
But the specialty stamps, you cannot get them in rolls, correct?
No, these are sheets.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Well,
these are sheets and I think they're like 20 per sheet. But I mean, they're
Maureen,
the
do
same
you
cost
know
as
if
the
they're
rolls. They
cheaper
just,
than? Oh, I'm sorry.
no, go ahead.
I was gonna say, do you know if they're cheaper, if USPS is cheaper than stamps.com?
I don't buy stamps through stamps.com. I do shipping through Pirate Ship. But I don't know about just like one envelope that would take one stamp. I don't do that through anything other than just putting a stamp on there. So I'm not sure.
Okay.
Okay, I think Anita, I think you're up, my love.
All right, so we're gonna try this with my actual face, but it's probably gonna look all glitchy. So if so, I will put it back to my fake face. Apparently it's not gonna work. Either way. All right, Becky, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So one of the things that I really want to say is do not spend family money. Do not go above your means. You do not have to. That is not what Scentsy wants you to do. Like when you maybe give stuff away, they want you to use the free and half off credits. So keep that in mind. Don't break yourself to do this. There are other ways to do it. I mean, like product lists, you can get those much cheaper than catalogs. And if you cannot do product lists, go online. You know, Carrie has said she's went on bossbabes.com. You can go on the Scentsy website. You can go, there's so many different websites that have real pictures that you can share. You know, don't throw up Scentsy. Just don't do it. Yeah, on your page. You can share what's going on with the new catalog without having to send anything out and spend money that you don't have if you don't have it to do it. So don't feel bad about that. Now, I do personally get product lists. I do get the transition testers, but I also go through my old testers to see if I've got some of those too, to kind of save money that way. With samples, depending on where you live, like right now in Michigan, it's cold out, but there are certain days like today it was 50. So felt samples and stickers are your best friends. They're cheaper. You can go to the craft store, buy you just any kind of felt, cut it into squares or hearts or whatever you want to do. It depends on how crafty you are. They do have felt samples in the Scentsy store. Is it consultant store? I don't know. I can't keep track, but just do you, you know, just dip it in your warmer, whatever you want to do.
We lost you, Anita. Can't hear you, babe.
So you get the nice, but I'm not that nice.
You're muted, Carrie.
No, you're back now, Anita. There you are.
Okay. Hi. It figures, right? So, so the newsletters, make sure you take other people's information off. You're wonderful, but don't be that nice. All right. So another thing that I tend to do that I know Carrie and Becky do a lot of also, check out different people's trainings, because it doesn't matter how long you've been in Scentsy, you are going to learn constantly from other people. There are things that other people say that I'm like, why did I not do that? Keep it simple. There is a Thursday night shift. I just watched one. I don't know Robin's last name offhand, but she was talking about how to book parties, make it fun. She's doing March Madness, and I've got different information that I can put in our chat for that. But it was fantastic ideas. So the point is, go check out different trainings. You know, some may be for you, some may not, but it's free to check them out. Always, always, always change your list of 100, always, because there's going to be different people. Though you want to talk to people, that's what's free. You can text them, you can phone them, you can mail them, you know, you can do whatever you want. You can go knock on their door if you want to. But again, just get those scents under those people's noses and let them know that we've got a new catalog. Ta-da!
Beautiful. Okay, we did have on our notes that Miss Vicky Kinner was going to be sharing what she does to launch new catalog as well. But if Miss Vicky is not prepared to go and somebody else would like to share what they do, that's okay.
I'll go.
Okay,
I'll go.
cool. Yay.
All
Vicky,
right, all right, just don't look at what I'm wearing.
don't look at Vicky, just listen.
I'm
to
wearing
her.
my ugliest nightgown so that if I get paint on it, who cares? All
Well,
right, so
that's
I'm a
your-
little extra, you
your-
guys. I'm extra. And so anyone, what I did was I told everybody that anyone that ordered from January 1st on was going to get a catalog, because I send big happy mail anyway. You don't need to do that. I choose to. So they all got a catalog. Now the people who ordered in February got full wax samples. And then the people who ordered in January got the catalog and felt. Everybody else for the last couple months got a product list and felt. Remember, just like they said, don't spend money you don't have. I choose to do it because my customers are very needy and they were going to ask for them anyway. So when I actually sent out an email saying, the email was, am I getting a catalog? And then the answer was, well, have you ordered since January 1st? I got like 6 text messages of people asking me. Yeah, I have spoiled them, but I enjoy spoiling them. I enjoy it. That's part of what I love about Scentsy. I enjoy spoiling them. And I've actually gotten a lot of customers like that because they have bought from really big SSDs and never got even one sample. Then they buy from me and they keep buying from me because they know every time we have a launch of something, I'm going to send them something. And they always get good thank you mail. Anyway, but yeah, go through your old testers, find the ones that are coming back. Definitely book your parties or your links early in the month. I don't really do parties as much as I just do links. If people are ordering $50 or more, you should always be offering them a link no matter what. But if they order $50, you can be like, girl, you could, for 200, you can get a half. I always give my perpetual party reward to them as well. So I always tell them they get 2 half price because I give it to them. So they get 2 half price and $20 of free at the minimum. And so I always do that. So when people start ordering these new products, they're going to be bummed out when they hear they bought a $60 warmer that they could have put in a party link, and then they only needed to get $140 for the 3 months. So definitely send out emails asking who's planning on ordering and who wants a link, and explain why. So you don't have to have a party at your house. People think that a party is a party at their house. No, it's just a link. And if somebody else wants to shop from their link, great. And but that definitely benefits them. I've got people that are now on their 6th link. Because, and I used to number them, but I actually stopped, but, because they see the benefit of it. So, but I don't do anything different. I do a lot of, videos. I'm on YouTube. If you guys aren't on YouTube, you could still do it on Facebook Live. Do a sniff session of the fruity and citrus. Then the next day, do a sniff session of the fresh. Then the next day, maybe florals. You have a ton of content you could be making with that. And people love to hear your opinion and give their opinion. So I always break it up, Carrie, always. I usually do it in pairs. So like woods, I think I did woods and floral together because they're both kind of outdoorsy. So that's how I do it. Because that's a lot of content right there. You don't have, nobody wants to sit there for 45 minutes and watch you smell every single tester. They're going to jump out. So if you do small little clips, and then you can do another one showing your favorite 6-pack, your favorite fresh, clean 6-pack. And then your favorite, well, you can't do spice because there's only 2, but you can do like your top whatevers or your favorite masculine scents or what have you. So break it down into small pieces because people don't want to watch something for 45 minutes. They want to watch it for 10 minutes and be done. But that's pretty much what I do, you guys. So I'm going to get back to painting. You guys are fantastic. Sorry, I didn't realize that I was hosting. I thought when she said Vicky, she was talking to the other Vicky, but whoopsies.
That's completely okay. So yeah, so that's 4 different people and what we do to get going with the new catalog season. Does anybody else want to share how they launch the new catalog season?
Becky, I'm gonna break in real quick.
Yes.
Now, I've gotten kind of sassy,
Huh.
anyway, yeah. So, one of my favorite things that I've heard, and I heard it in that video on the Thursday night shift, do not take no personally. If a waiter or a waitress comes up to you and says, would you like dessert? And you don't want dessert, you say no. They don't go in the back room and cry and, oh my gosh, or, would you like some coffee? Would you like some more to drink? If you say no, that's fine. It just means not right now, maybe another opportunity, another time. So do not take no personally. Go for the no's. That way, with a K-N-O-W, that you are asking people, because that's what you need to do. You need to talk to people. You need to ask people. Otherwise, they may not know that you sell Scentsy or that you're still in the business or whatever. So put it out there. Also, shopping links. I have started 5 of them just this week. Barb had asked about them. All it is a party. You share their link. They share it with their friends. It's not a party. They get credit. They don't have to have a open house party or, something like that, but they're still getting the credit. They're sharing your information, your catalog, your name. And then if others order, you're getting new customers. Easy peasy. So that was it.
No, that's really good. And I think along with that, Anita, the don't take the no personally is if you have like a text message, like if you use Project Broadcast and you send out and then you get a stop message back, don't take that personally either. Look at it like they're saving you credits, like you're not going to waste credits on them anymore. So that was a thought that I had the other day. So cool. Okay, does anybody else want to share what they do for a new catalog? Any of our veterans?
Well, I was about to say something, but I'm certainly not a veteran.
Oh, share anyway.
So I've already started booking some events to do. So, all of the things you guys are doing with your mail outs, I've pretty much done the same thing because I learned from you guys. But I got last year one of those craft photo cases that has all the little individual cases inside. because when I would go to an event, somebody would pick up like maybe a scent pack and say, what does this really smell like? And I would spend 5 minutes trying to find the tester in my black bag. So I sorted them out in my case, and I have enough small cases in there to fill up all but 4 of them. And then with those 4, I think I wound up having to order 3 individual testers to make a body case, a clean case, and a laundry case. And then I have another one that I made that's just the licensed waxes, so I can find those quickly. Then also, I do a lot with pods. I started pushing pods when I first started with the company because that's something they can't get somewhere else. So I sell a lot of the pod products, and my director was very kind, and because of he did an incentive for the one on the team that sold the most last month, got a set of testers, and I won that. So I took my second set of testers, put them into one of my little black carry cases, but only put the ones in available for pods, so I can set up a pod party. That black bag will hold all of the pod testers, a mini fan diffuser, and a wall fan diffuser, and a Scentsy Go.
That's so smart. That is brilliant. Now I'm gonna go dig out some black bags.
I always include a mini fan diffuser, like is that what they're called? I always screw it up.
Yeah, the
The
little
ones that you like plug into your computer. Yeah. I always include one of those in a set of pods with my bag parties. But I like your idea where you're like focused on that. Janelle, that's really smart.
for real, because you're right. That is something that's unique to Scentsy. Yes, Miss Anita's showing off our mini fan diffusers there.
Whenever I first started, I was listening to a training, and they made a special reference to the fact, although we don't like to admit it, they can go to Walmart and buy wax. It's not as good and all of that, but they can go to the Walmart and buy wax, but they can't go to the Walmart and buy pods. So from the beginning, that's just something that I always pushed. And the other thing for me this month, I think having Dobby release on the same day as the new catalog was phenomenal. I closed my first order with 760 PRV, and it was from mostly the Harry Potter stuff.
Nice.
Very impressive. She is a rock star. That's right. Okay, well, does anybody
I just run with a lot of nerds.
I also am working on my events. I have my first event on March 25th. And all the time, it seems like people all come at once, just kind of get ganged up on. You got 5 people asking you stuff. How much is that? And, so I am laminating pictures, and also I have to take everything out, and it's so time consuming to unbox everything and box everything back up at the end of the event. So I'm making little pictures. I'm going to take out a few of the warmers, but I'm laminating them, and then I'm going to put them on the box so people know how much they are. They know like what they look like in the light, with a light bulb in them and without lit, and the price of them. So I think that's going to be really helpful for me when it's crazy event time. So people can just kind of grab what they want and get in line, not need me to kind of walk them through everything. And I'm also doing the same thing with like the pods. I'm putting, because it's like, how much are these, and how much are these, and how much is that? So I have 3 of the license. This is the license for 35 and 6 for 60. So they can already know, and I'll just put that in my basket with my pods so they can figure all that out themselves. They don't have to ask.
That's really cool. So you grab those images from the catalog
I did, yeah, or from the website.
and you print them out.
Uh-huh.
Do you have to enlarge them or make them smaller? Or you just grab them the size they are?
Actually, these were, gosh, what were they? The size, I don't know. I give my, with my computer, I can make them whatever size I want to. So I made these smaller because I didn't want them to be a great big, huge, letter size. So these are probably what, like 4 by 3 maybe? I don't know. It was A4, whatever that is on my computer.
Very-
So I think it's going to be really helpful.
I like that.
When I sell the warmer, I'll still have this when I replace the warmer. So it'll just make it so much easier to,
How are you attaching it to the warmer or to the box?
you know,
Or are you?
those little dots.
Glue dots?
Yeah, those little glue dots.
Yeah.
I'm just using that because they peel right back off.
That's brilliant.
I also bought some double-sided, supposedly, I haven't got them yet, some double-sided tape that's supposed to peel right off, but I haven't tested that out yet. But I know from daycare, the little dots things do come right off. So that's what I'm using.
And then you laminated them, right?
Yes. Yeah,
I love my laminator. It's my best friend.
I do too. Especially if you do daycare or, homeschool, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
And this one, I thought it looks pretty like that, but I thought it was really cool with the different colors. So I just cut out some with the different colors, how it looks with different bulbs.
That's cool.
So people can see that too.
That's
Like,
smart
oh,
too.
where people won't maybe think, oh, you could put a different color bulb in it and change the whole look.
Right. Thanks for sharing that, Vicki.
Sure.
Becky, I'm not sure how to raise my hand in here. How do you do that?
Yeah,
there we go.
I think you can like click on something somewhere. I can't click it because I'm the host.
Oh, gotcha.
Danielle,
Well, I
how do
was
you
gonna-
raise your hand?
Vicky, also there's things like I call them puck lights and they have
Oh,
different
what?
colors. Puck. P.
Okay. Like, what?
Yes. Well, you do know me. Anyway, no lights. They have a remote control and you can change the colors in them. So instead of having to use the electricity, maybe tripping over the cords or whatever, you can put those in the warmers and you can change the colors and show people, oh, look, and if you want to buy a
Oh,
green
that's
bulb, it
cool.
would look like this.
Well, what
So
are
totally
they called?
Are you messing with me?
Puck
Like
lights?
like a
Puck.
hockey puck?
Yes.
Okay. No, I seriously wasn't. I just wanted to make sure I
Okay.
got the name. Did you get them from Amazon?
No, I'm sure they have them there, but if anybody knows me, I got them from Aldi.
Well, sure. I go to Aldi all the
Becky
time. But I
knows.
didn't know those. And they do fit in our warmers and they're the right heat and all
Perfectly.
that.
Perfectly. They're down the road, otherwise I'd show them to you. But yeah, it has been, I've sold a lot of colored bulbs and I've been
Yeah.
able to put my warmers back into the box quicker
Nice.
because they're not warm. So
Mm-hmm.
I had to tell you now, otherwise I'd forget.
Well, I'm going to look for them tonight.
Okay, Danielle said that it's under reactions for raising your hand. Cool. Thank you. I called on you because I know that you've used it before. You're our hand raiser. Danielle, do you have something different than what we've done that you do to launch catalogs? You've been through a few of them.
A lot of the stuff that I do, everybody's pretty much already mentioned. The only other thing, and I apologize if somebody's already said this, but and this is not I didn't come up with this idea, but anyway, how you can go on Facebook and do like an event instead of like a group or something. I know I heard it from Larkin, and I know a couple other people do it as well, but where you go in and set up an event on Facebook, which kind of makes it more of like an exclusive thing than just doing like a group or just posting in your VIP group. But you set up an event, and then you kind of make it like, okay, I'm going to showcase maybe, you know, a couple waxes, a couple this, couple that, whatever you want to do, or you can just do one specific product line. But basically you just do it like, this is like you make it like maybe like a 2-day event or something like that. And you know, just showcase whatever items you want to showcase from the new catalog. But a lot of people I have found are liking this whole event idea, because then they don't have to be put in another Facebook group or put in another online party, or, you know, all of those things that we're getting objections from on our customer base. So anyway, I have found that works really well, and I've been getting a lot of good feedback from my people that I've invited to it too. So if you haven't tried that, you can try it out. Hopefully it works for you guys.
I
So
love-
who do you invite to the events, Danielle?
So basically I invite like all of my good, well, I don't want to say good paying customers because I don't want to make it sound bad. I mainly invite all of my people that buy from me on a regular basis, like for sure. And then I also invite anyone who I know loves spring and summer scents, or, you know, just spring and summer items in general, because I know it might be, you know, might be something, or they might see something that they would like. So I try to, you know, I don't go in and mass invite. Well, I never do that anyway, but I mean, I don't just go in and invite random people. I definitely try to keep it strategic, because I want as much interaction, you know, as possible. That way it stays in everybody's algorithms, or they're getting the notifications like they're supposed to. So I definitely try to keep it like exclusive. But yeah, like I said, I do all of my faithful customers that will literally, you know, buy dirt off the ground from me. You know, those people that will literally buy anything from you just because they want to support you in your business. And then, like I said, all of my spring and summer people that maybe have never ordered from me before, but I know they like all of my spring and summer posts, or they like, you know, I'm like, I know that person wants that. They just haven't jumped off the ledge and taken the leap to order, you know? So those are the people that I invite. That's my long-winded answer.
So no, you're good. So, okay, because I was thinking that you were inviting people that were in your customer group, and I was trying to figure out, but you don't invite everybody that's in your customer group. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, we have about 5 minutes left, and I want to respect everybody's time and end by 8:30. So does anybody have any questions about new catalog season, if this is your first one, or just for anybody that's talked, or just in general?
Has anybody had any luck with the join special this month?
Not yet, but I have 3 people that I'm going to be sending opportunity things to, because I have 2 customers that always order it a lot when they order. And then I have one girl that is a friend of mine, but she came to my party last month and has actually said that she's interested in joining when life settles down. I'm like, I want to join faster because it's going to be cheaper. So
Yes, keyword yet.
Especially if she knows that it's not like she has to put in a certain amount every single month. That, I think that helps people.
right, I think that's the biggest thing that blows their mind, is that our quota is like one thing in a month for an entire year.
Right.
Yeah, and I like May, when was that? May of 2020 when I had my sponsoring frenzy. That was on a join special month or whatever. And so I'm trying to challenge myself to beat that this month. I sponsored 10 in May of 2020. So I'm going to go for at least 11 this month. Right now I don't think I've sponsored anybody yet this month. I did 3 last month, and then Jessica, who's on here tonight, got her first teamie last month. But anyway, for my like little challenge that I'm doing with myself, I am really being strategic with messaging all of my I think that was Becky that just said that, all of my people that like buy from me, or like buy an exceptional amount from me on a normal basis. I'm like, girl, okay, I know you spend X amount of dollars, every X amount of months or whatever. Are you sure you don't want to just sign up, even if you just do this for your own discount, or do this, to get a discount on your own orders? That way it takes the pressure off of them to feel like if they click the join button, that means they have to quote unquote sell, even though we all know we don't sell anyway, we share. But just for simplicity, I just, explain that to them, that even though you join, that does not mean you're required to sell a thing. You can just strictly get the discount and call it a day. And I literally got one girl, she's like on the fence. Like, I swear she's about ready to jump any second. But when I told her that, like reiterated that to her again, she was like, really? So I don't have to sell? And I'm like, no, like I've only told you this 20 million times, but no, honey, you don't have to sell. And she's like, okay, I'm really gonna think about it. Like, so anyway, take advantage of the join special this month if you haven't already, and just share out with your customers that, especially the ones that order a lot. And even if they don't order a lot, you can still they can literally buy a 6-pack, like one wax bar even. And you could be like, did you know you can make X amount back on this? Because people don't realize, I talked to a girl the other day that did not realize that you actually get commission back on your own orders. Like, I think she was under the assumption that it's only for customers that you get commission on. So definitely make sure you share with your potential recruits, or people that you're sponsoring, that that counts as well for themselves.
Okay, Janelle, you've got your hand raised. Quick question, and then I'm going to end the recording.
Okay, I was just gonna say, I had signed up one person recently, and when they placed their first order, she contacted me and said, why did I place this order and I didn't get a discount? And I said, because our products aren't discounted, you're paid back a commission. So I've changed my wording on don't join for the discount, but join to get paid back for what you buy. I don't know if it'll make a difference to anybody else, but I think I just didn't explain it well enough to her. But she at first seemed a little put out that she didn't get the discount that I had promised her she was going to get. So anyway.
Yeah, that's a very good point. You have to be careful, because other companies do give you a discount whenever you order, whereas we get paid back like a rebate is sometimes how I explain it. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and end the recording. Oh, thank you, Vicky, for showing that off.